Hi there, what's up? It's elections peak time, and in prime time, we bring to you a cracker conversation on which way forward. We are going to do it through a set of stories, or more specifically, 3 angles or aspects which help you decide for yourself where the wind is blowing in 2024, which way forward. So let's introduce our 3 stories that happened through the day, and Aishwarya joins me for that.
Absolutely, Abhishek. As you said, in the next half an hour, we pick up in the next 30 minutes. 3 big stories. Story number 1, the deepfake controversy. Viewers, it's growing one by one. And now it's just growing bigger. Now, after a deepfake of none other but the Home Minister of the country, a doctored video came out, action has been taken, and now the opposition is claiming that it has nothing to do with it. After notice has been sent to a sitting Chief Minister, Revanth Reddy of Telangana. Story number 2, the Battle of Amethi. Smriti Irani is roaring to go and waiting for the Congress candidate. When will it be announced, and will it be Rahul Gandhi, viewers? And story number 3, Abhishek, if you want to take it through.
All right, finally we'll discuss how appeasement in Karnataka has taken center stage, and the Prime Minister raising the issue time and again. In fact, appeasement is the key campaign issue now, with Rahul Gandhi still talking about X-ray and MRI, and the BJP, led by Prime Minister, doubling down on countering it and suggesting that this is aimed at depriving the actual SC, ST, OBCs their due, because the Congress party believes that even the minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, should be getting some reservation. That's the debate. So story number 1, doctored video, the fake video debate, battle for Amethi, and the polarization politics that's panning out. Let's begin the deepfake story, ladies and gentlemen. Aishwarya, with Prime Ministers taking down of this deepfake attempt at compromising the mandate 2024.
Absolutely, Abhishek.
कि लोकतंत्र की भलाई के लिए, देश में सुख शांति के लिए, देश की एकता के लिए कृपा करके जो भी फेक वीडियो निकलते हैं उनको हम एक्सपोज करें। ऐसे कोई भी वीडियो, कोई भी तस्वीर आपके व्हाट्सएप पर आए तो किसी सोशल मीडिया पर दिखे तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, पुलिस को जानकारी दे। उसको फॉरवर्ड करने से पहले सोचिए, कहीं वो आपका भी नुकसान कर देगी, क्योंकि कानून बहुत कड़क है।
It is a societal issue, I feel, and it needs to be seen over and beyond parties in politics, Abhishek. Geeta Bhatt, political analyst, Savio Rodriguez, senior journalist, Naresh Kaushik joins in from London, senior journalist, and Suman C. Raman, live from Chennai. Abhishek, why don't you take the first question, Abhishek?
All right, let me take the first question on deepfake to Naresh Kaushik, if I could. Naresh Kaushik, this seems like a very coordinated, concerted attempt at influencing the elections, because the deepfake videos come in tandem, almost the same day. One targets the RSS, the other targets the Home Minister, and Congress party picks it up quickly. And there are multiple handles only associated with the Congress party which pick it up. And then the person who's behind them is arrested by Assam police in Guwahati. So obviously, this was a deep-rooted conspiracy.
I'm not sure how big a conspiracy it is, but it is certainly a serious issue. You may disagree with Prime Minister Modi on many counts, but on this occasion, he's warning that you must be very careful when you look at a video or even forward a video. You must be careful. And this is a new era of technology where deepfake videos are everywhere. And political parties, not just in India, but around the world, have been using technology to influence voters by doctoring videos or doing deepfakes.
No, this is not influencing, Naresh. Naresh Kaushik, sitting in London, you would be able to give us a global view as well. Savio, I'm coming to you. But you need to understand, Abhishek, this is not only a problem in India. This is a problem which even the UK is facing, Europe is facing, America is facing. Such kind of fake and deliberate deepfake videos are not only limited to political scenario. They are there to disturb the harmony of the society, Naresh Kaushik, and that's the larger warning which the Prime Minister is trying to give.
This is exactly what I was trying to point out, that this is not just limited to India. This has been happening around the world. And this is a big challenge for these big tech companies. And in some cases, big tech companies have been warned, and in some cases have been given hefty fines. And I think India should also take that into consideration, that these things should not be taken into account. It's not just the people who are distributing these videos or putting these videos out, but also these big tech companies who are letting them go. Why are they not stopping them?
Okay, while that kind of action would obviously happen and the investigation is apace, Sumant Raman, why should the Congress party, if this deepfake video issue is about some outside influence or attempt from outside to influence the election, why should Congress party become a party to it?
Okay. Now, first of all, before we go to the next point, you said that this debate takes up the three big stories of the day, but you have not picked up the biggest story of the day, which is the Prajwal Revanna matter, which is rocking the country, where, you know, it is now apparent that the Honorable Prime Minister has asked for votes for this man hardly a week ago, and this man has fled the country, and they say there are 2,800 videos of him, including those which are of molestation and abuse. I don't know how that escaped your attention, because clearly that is the biggest story of the day by almost every single yardstick, and yet you have chosen not to speak about it at all.
No, we did.
Never mind
did.
that.
No. Sumant Raman, it has been part of the newsreel all through the day. Sumant Raman, it has been part of the newsreel all through the day. We myself, both Aishwarya and I, sat and discussed that story and grilled the person appearing on behalf of the BJP for a good 10 minutes. That was at 5 p.m. So we are choosing a different set of stories now. We are chose a different set of stories, including Prajwal Revanna. That was at 5 p.m. So it's not that, and as I said, all through the day it has been part of the news. So it's not that we did not do that.
The story of the week, possibly. Okay, never mind. Let us.
And we'll come back to that at 10 p.m. We'll come back to that at 10 p.m.
Story. Sumansi Raman's story is a story. Relax. Story is a story. At least give us that freedom to choose which story when. Yeah, okay.
No,
thank you. Okay,
Abhishek,
thank you.
No, Aishwarya, you can choose whatever story you want. But I'm just pointing out to the viewers.
Sticking to the format, Sumansi Raman, sticking to the format.
Okay,
let's go on to story number 2.
Okay,
before we take the reactions from Savio and Geeta. Sumansi Raman, you have this habit, sir. You are a senior person. Please don't do this. I'm just requesting to my director, if you could move on to the next big story of the day, and that is Amethi, who will be contesting from Congress. Will it be Rahul Gandhi from Amethi? Abhishek, what do you think? And Priyanka Vadra from Rai Bareli. And where is Robert Vadra? Frankly, he self-announced himself, Abhishek. Where is Robert Vadra?
Frankly, Aishwarya, since you ask what the Congress party would do, I mean, the Congress party knows, perhaps the Congress does not know what the Gandhis would do, but I would say it's a little too late in the day for Rahul Gandhi to make a fight of it. I think had Rahul Gandhi been serious about Amethi, they should have announced his candidature maybe when Smriti Irani's name was announced early in the campaign, because that would have shown seriousness. Now it would seem even to those constituents in Amethi that maybe Rahul Gandhi is using this route as a face saver. So I think it could backfire if Rahul Gandhi's name is announced. So far as Smriti Irani is concerned, I'm sure she would want that contest, and that's why, listen to what she said after filing the nomination.
I just feel.
कांग्रेस किसको प्रत्याशी बनाता है वो मेरा विषय ही नहीं है. मेरा विषय यह है कि मैं भाजपा की जीत कैसे सुनिश्चित कराऊं. अमेठी लोकसभा क्षेत्र में मैं पहली महिला हूं जो नॉन कांग्रेस जो जीती है, और अमेठी लोकसभा क्षेत्र में पहली बार ऐसा होगा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का प्रत्याशी दूसरी बार लगातार जीतेगा. अमेठी नहीं, पूरे देश के इतिहास में ये पहली बार हुआ है कि 19 में हमने कांग्रेस के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष को हराया. तो कई ऐसे इतिहास भारतीय जनता पार्टी यहाँ गढ़ चुकी है, लिख चुकी है.
Geeta ji, what do you feel? Even if Rahul Gandhi announces his candidature, the Congress party does, is it going to be any trouble for Smriti Irani, who's completely confident about her seat from Amethi?
Aishwarya, I think you are very much right that it's too late in a day for the Gandhi family and especially Mr. Rahul Gandhi to think that even if he thinks of contesting and files nomination, there is the perception that has already been built is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is not confident enough to take a fight along with Smriti Irani from Amethi. It was being speculated earlier that it is because of the election of voting which is taking place at Wayanad in the second phase of the elections. It is for this reason that the Congress party is holding on and is going to immediately announce the candidature after the voting in Wayanad takes place, so that in no way it harms the candidature of Mr. Rahul Gandhi at Wayanad in Kerala. But after that also, the great point is saying that there are two groups in Congress. One was very confident that they should go ahead and, Rahul Gandhi should file the papers. But there was a larger section which was not confident enough. Considering the way the work has been, there have been development in terms of infrastructure, in terms of building of hospitals, schools in Amethi, ever since Smriti Irani became the Member of Parliament from Amethi. And the other development work that in large has taken place in Uttar Pradesh. So I think now in any case, even if he thinks of filing nominations, it is already, half a battle already lost.
Savio, point taken. Savio, what's your point of view?
Rahul Gandhi contesting Amethi or not is going to have absolutely no outcome as far as the results of Amethi is concerned. That is because to win a constituency like Amethi after Smriti Irani has put in a lot of effort over the last couple of years, it is going to be next to impossible for Rahul Gandhi to actually even attempt to get it back. Because Rahul Gandhi in Amethi is like Rahul Gandhi sitting on a rocking chair. You will see a lot of action on the ground, you will see a lot of movement, but it's not going to get him anywhere and it's not going to get Congress anywhere. So while we are talking and a lot of people within the Congress, some of them are hoping that Rahul Gandhi would contest the election in Amethi, I think it's a done
next story will go to Kaushik and Sumant Raman.
Outcome in Amethi. Rahul Gandhi needs to find a new constituency if he wants to save face from Wayanad. That's all I can advise.
Why not we wait for a day? Tomorrow the answer is going to be known.
To my co-anchor and my colleague Abhishek.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm saying he can go ahead and contest.
Rahul Gandhi ran away.
It's like him sitting on a rocking chair.
Abhishek, you don't want us to discuss.
Isn't that a fact?
What do you feel? Abhishek, but what do you feel? Who has a better chance? Abhishek.
It does not matter.
Abhishek, become a devil's advocate and tell me.
No, Aishwarya, no.
It does not. Rahul, no. Abhishek, question to पूछने दीजिए. Rahul or Robert? R or R?
I think it's for the Congress
Rahul
party.
Or Robert?
It's really for the Congress party to decide, Aishwarya. It's really none of our business. But the fact is, maths and chemistry have to come together. Sumant Raman says Rahul Gandhi bhag gaye. The fact is, he did, obviously.
No, I am saying he has not run away. You have concluded that he has run away. You have been debating saying Rahul Gandhi has run away for the last 3 weeks. Is there?
No, I am not saying that. I am not saying that. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that. Sumant Raman, let's put it this way. If you are suggesting that there is nothing amiss and that Rahul Gandhi can come back, he has not run away, then why didn't the Congress party not show that courage and clarity of mind, more importantly, and announce Rahul Gandhi's candidature simultaneously with Wayanad from Amethi?
why should they play the game according to how the BJP wants? This
Not
is the same group who said, who
not
will be the prime
BJP.
ministerial
It
candidate
makes
against
no.
Mr.
Forget
Modi.
about BJP.
We are always
Forget about
two
BJP.
faces.
No. Forget
There is
about
no
BJP.
prime
Forget about
ministerial
BJP.
candidate against
Sumant Raman,
Mr.
forget
Modi,
about
and that is
BJP.
what has
For the
changed the
people
game
of Amethi,
on the ground.
the people of Amethi would have felt that, see, the sense of belonging that Rahul Gandhi has. He has in the first list itself announced that he is contesting from Amethi. It would have connected him to the people of Amethi.
Maybe he will contest from Raebareli.
Abhishek, before we go to the next story, I just want to make one.
Why are we in a hurry?
Say one line.
Let the suspense.
No. And
continue.
Sumant Raman, you also have to understand the people of Amethi, Abhishek. Absolutely understood.
It might be an engaging suspense for us, Sumant Raman, but it might not be that engaging for the people of Amethi and Raebareli.
See, eventually the people
was
will
very
decide.
Clear.
On the 4th of June, we will know who the people of Amethi and Raebareli have chosen.
Sumant Raman, hold on.
On the 4th of June, we would know what the people of India have had there in their mind.
Even when you know you are wrong, you will try and continue. Please don't do
wrong. Is it legally?
You want the people of Amethi and the people of North India
It's absolutely legal. It's absolutely legal.
Create a divide between South and North.
So many weeks
When
in
he,
advance.
Sumant Raman, start listening. Learn to listen, Sumant Raman. Learn to listen.
I am listening.
I am telling you, even if Rahul Gandhi announces that he is contesting from Amethi, will the people of Amethi or any other place forget what Rahul Gandhi said when he went to campaign in Wayanad after his 19 defeat? What comment was made about the North Indians, the divide he wanted to create? Let the people decide. I'm still saying, as a journalist, and me and Abhishek both, we are waiting for that fight. Let Rahul Gandhi announce.
Yes.
And I can show you.
There will be a fight.
We'll do a Kapoor and Kapoor with him.
24.
If he says, Abhishek, with Smriti Irani we've done. With Rahul, we are also roaring to do our Kapoor and Kapoor. But Naresh Kaushik, the problem is, you may analyze sitting it from London. The problem is Rahul Gandhi doesn't speak with us. That's the problem. I think he's scared, but I don't know. But Abhishek, let's move on. Stick to the format to story number 3, Abhishek.
I think he has spoken to Republic TV in the past, as you know what happened after that. But point I'm trying to make is...
And you have not forgotten about that. Oh, yes. The world hasn't forgotten about it. The world hasn't forgotten about that.
Rahul Gandhi may decide there is still time for him to announce his candidature. But the point is, this is very, very important for Rahul Gandhi to not run away from Amethi, because Smriti Irani has been challenging him for the last few months. Come boy, come and fight me. And he hasn't yet shown any inclination so far. So I hope that he does. Because if he is a coward. No, I
no, Savio, let's not.
But what I would like to say is that it is very important for Rahul Gandhi, if he wants to remain relevant in the politics of India's largest state, then he can't run away from election.
Even if he has not run away, Mr. Kaushik and Savio, the fact of the matter is that the Congress party would have presented a picture of confidence had the announcement, irrespective of whether it was to be for Amethi or Raebareli, or is going to be about Amethi and Raebareli. Early announcement would have really given, for optics' sake, an indication that the Congress party or the Gandhis are confident, which as of now they don't seem to be. On that note, we move on to the next one, which is, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that this election campaign, Aishwarya, has essentially turned into what the Prime Minister says, Tushtikaran versus Santushtikaran. He is pitching his governance of the last 10 years, which is about saturation coverage of all development schemes and projects, versus what Rahul Gandhi says, that this election is about X-ray and MRI. The only thing is that Prime Minister has turned it on its head and made the Congress party really defensive. Listen to what the Prime Minister said today.
अग्रणी सिपाही राजनीति के चलते अब देश में एससी एसटी के अधिकार भी सुरक्षित नहीं है। ये इतने से भी नहीं मानेंगे। इन्होंने पहले भी अपने मैनिफेस्टो में धर्म के आधार पर रिजर्वेशन देने के लिए कानून बनाने की बात कही। इस बार भी इनके मैनिफेस्टो में ऐसे ही सिग्नल है।
Okay, I'll take this question to Savio and then Aishwarya takes next question. My question is, Savio, that the Congress thought that they should be uniting the minority vote bank in their favor, for which they are talking about first right on resources to the minorities, and they should be dividing the majority community, because of which they are talking about the SC, ST, OBC, MRI, X-ray, scan, etc. The BJP turned it on its head and said that while we stand for SC, ST, OBC reservation, there would be none for the minorities because that compromises the constitutional provisions that are there for the deprived classes. Plus, of course, the BJP has the glue of the Ram temple. So, in the case of Congress, unite the minorities, divide the majority. In the case of BJP, unite the majority, the minority can stand divided.
No, I don't think, Abhishek, I don't think the BJP's point of view is not to care about the minorities. But what's really happening in the new India at this point of time is that we are not willing to accept that this country should be divided on the grounds of religion. What it really should be looked at is in the grounds of the economically weaker sections. And while some of the economically weaker sections do belong to the caste that are SC, STs, and some OBCs, that focus needs to continue in order for us to create an equitable playing field across all castes. But in terms of minorities and majority, let's please understand, we are all Indians first, and that is the principle of the Narendra Modi government. We look at everyone as a citizen. Today, a lot of people think secularism is the acceptance of all religion in matters of governance. But true secularism in its clinical definition is the acceptance of no religion in matters of governance. Therefore, a state looks at you as a citizen irrespective of your creed. And that is the principle of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And that is the principle of Prime Minister Modi. And if you look at every initiative Prime Minister Modi has introduced over the last 10 years, you would see that there has never been a distinguishment on the basis of your creed or your religion, as you would call it.
Okay, Savio.
Because when
Sumansi Raman.
were built, when
Okay, Savio, we are a bit short on time. Sumansi Raman, your point of view on this. Suman.
Of the citizens.
Suman. Okay, Savio.
Look.
Okay, Savio.
Look.
Okay, Savio.
If this
Sumansi Raman.
election were to be fought purely on the development agenda, then where is this question of Mangal Sutra will be taken away and given to Muslims? It's not really required, right? I mean, all we need to do is to take up the issues of development, take up the projects that have been delivered in the last 10 years, and merely put it to the voter saying, don't you think that you want this to continue? And you've got the Modi guarantees for the next 5 years. That is all that we need to talk about. Why are we talking about Congress will take away all your money? After you die also, they will take away by putting inheritance tax. Then they will do this, they will do that. I mean, why do we need all this? It's a simple question of just putting your performance and saying, vote on my report card.
But that's what the Prime Minister has been doing, Sumant Raman. Every speech, 80% of it is about what Prime Minister has done over the last 10 years. Only 20% of the speech is countering the Congress position vis-a-vis what the BJP, what the Prime Minister,
Congress never said inheritance tax in the manifesto. Where did they say it? They never spoke about redistributing, forcibly taking money away from people and giving it to Muslims. Come on, Abhishek, come on. If this was to be a pure
come on, Sumant Raman, this is politics, this is rhetoric, this is a stumpy speech, this is about connecting the dots, this is about countering an ideology, this is countering what the opposition is saying. And that, I think that's what the Prime Minister has done. Just because the Congress is on the defensive does not mean, and just because the Congress is not able to respond to the Prime Minister,
the only thing I'm saying
does not mean that the Prime Minister cannot set the agenda.
But clearly the agenda is now being
set. The Prime Minister is setting the agenda and there is no doubt about it. Sumansi Raman, Naresh Kaushik, Savio, Geeta, do I want a short interjection from you? There is no time. But even from Sumansi Raman, Sumanji, please understand, Sumanji. It's a different format, yeah. Abhishek, in all the issues, I can only say this from your last line, that the Prime Minister is setting the agenda and there is no doubt about it. The Prime Minister sometimes like to tickle the opposition in his own peculiar way, and he does that.
I think he does more than tickle, I think,
on this special format. Let's see, is this 4th of June? And we all will know. And that's the time we have tonight, viewers. Thank you very much for joining in.